What is up? Hooray! Okay, we are now at less than 1 day before the launch of Epic React, and I am freaking out. So, let's talk about what's going on. Today we're going to be doing just Q&A. So if you have any questions about Epic React, I can show you the full thing. Really answer any question that you have that I can't answer. I guess I got to stop talking and start looking at questions. So you'll get your questions answered in the Epic React general channel. So go to kcd.im/discord, and that's where you can ask questions. And I will be in here just answering any questions that you have. While I'm waiting for the questions to come in, because you are a little bit delayed past me, I will share my screen and I'll just take you around on a couple of things, just tell you a couple of things that you might want to know about. So let me get my screen sharing going. And here we are. So there's the Discord right there. So feel free to dive in there. And feel free to guess what you think the price is going to be. Everybody seems to want to know what the price will be. And I don't blame you. I think it's exciting. It will be released tomorrow, so you'll find out. Don't worry. Okay, so this is one thing. That's why I have Twitter up. One thing that I wanted to mention to everybody, and I'll share a link to this in here in Discord. And actually, I forgot to share a link to the live stream. So let me find, how do I find this live stream? Where's the link to this thing? There we go. And I'll put this in Discord also. Watch and ask questions live. Okay, so yeah, there are a couple of things that are going to happen tomorrow. I want you to tell you about all of them. For one, we're going to be doing a launch party. So EpicReact.Dev launch party. It's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm guessing that there will be more than 25 people there. So I won't be able to share my screen, but we can all be on EpicReact.Dev and watch the countdown go down. So here, where's my incognito? Here we go. So we can all scroll down here and we can count down together or whatever you want to do. And then take a look at things. And that'll be the big launch party. We'll be like, yay, and everything's awesome. And then, and then I'll do another live stream tomorrow. So that's one thing that's happening tomorrow is we're doing a launch party. That'll be fun. And and then after that, an hour after that, after things have launched and hopefully no fires have started, and if they have, I've been able to put them down, then we'll get into my live stream for the day. So live stream for tomorrow is what Epic React Dev is all about. Yeah, we've got two of these. I need to fix these. We've got plenty of live streams. We're going to talk about all sorts of things. I need to get these updated to have descriptions and stuff too. But yeah, we'll talk about Epic React Dev being live and be excited, and it'll be awesome. And then we have the Q&A on Twitter with Egghead. So I'll be answering a bunch of questions on Twitter that you can ask. Yeah, save this to your calendar. It is going to be fun. And let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on tomorrow. I wanted to mention also that Epic React Dev, where's this? Okay, that's what's going on. Well, here, no, we'll leave that there. It's fine. Yeah, so let's see. Some other things I wanted to mention. If you've been to EpicReact.Dev before, you may or may not have already read the updated copy. It's hopefully pretty convincing. It's got nice images throughout and stuff. We've got some solid endorsements and things from people who've taken my workshops before. And then, yeah, here's the timings. If you're wondering how much content there is, add those up. Like I said, this is 4 workshops in one. So, yep, it's got the time to prove it. It's quite epic. It's not just a play on words. And then, boom, we have who shouldn't buy Epic React. So, yeah, give that a read for sure. We have the 30-day money-back guarantee. That's exciting. And then I have a tour of Epic React. This is going to be updated very soon, actually, so you may want to wait just a little bit, but that's kind of interesting. Look, it's me. Hello. Nice. Yeah, and then we've got bonus interviews with experts. So that's new. This was a surprise that I wanted to share with you. So exciting stuff coming. And then here are all the topics, just so much stuff. My goodness gracious. Okay, cool. So with all that out of the way, now hopefully we've got some questions that I can answer. The song that plays, yeah, at the beginning of my live streams, all of my live streams, I like to play Ken Wheeler's music because his stuff is, I like it. I think it's quite enjoyable. So you go to SoundCloud, Ken Wheeler, and yeah, he's got tons of stuff. Kind of funny dude. So yeah, it's the Prefunctor Optics song. So there's that. Okay, cool. What payment methods will be available? So it's through Stripe, but not Stripe's new checkout, because apparently that was a lot of work to add right at the end, because Stripe just barely added that new checkout workflow. So yeah, it's here. I'm gonna sit down. I've been standing a lot. Hold on one second. You're gonna see the green screen. It's the weirdest thing. Okay. So yes, I think it's mostly like credit card stuff. That's the side of things that I don't do. So that's another thing to keep in mind is I don't build the platform. I am one of several people who work on EpicReact, and these people are just awesome. So Joel is awesome. Maggie is responsible for the metaphor, the rocket, and everything, and just the overall design and illustration direction. Yeah, she's awesome. And Vojta is just fantastic. He's the designer. Yeah, we've got tons of people who are responsible for lots of things, and I am not responsible for the pricing and like even deciding what the price is and what the discounts are. I'm not responsible for any of that stuff. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So I'm not sure what the payment methods are, but I'm pretty positive that they're exactly the same as the ones available on testing JavaScript. So if you want to go see what that experience is like and see if your payment will be accepted there, and it's likely to be accepted on EpicReact. Eventually, there will be things like PayPal and stuff, but that will come long after the launch and stuff. So why is it on a Tuesday? I don't know. That's Joel's thing. He decides stuff like that. Reactive counter for the number of purchases tomorrow. That would be kind of fun, but I doubt that we'll get priority work on that. So no, probably not. Is this coming or just before people get paid or just after? I'm not sure what that question is asking. Sorry. Forgot about money. I think that happened today. I'm not sure. Is this like you're asking about your payday? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, do you plan on having teaching assistants that help others when I'm not available? Yeah. So there's no promised teaching assistant in EpicReact. Because we don't really need it, because we have the EpicReact Discord, and I will be available during my office hours. And that's not something that is part of what you're buying. That's just something that I offer just because I like it and I think it's fun and I think it's good. And so you'll have my office hours. If you're like in it and you just need help, then you've got thousands of people in this Discord who have so far just been super helpful and nice and awesome. So that's the support structure. And then on top of that, I recommend that you get a learning club so that you have at least 9 other people who are just as invested in learning EpicReact as you are, so you can kind of go through things together. Laptop sticker, I'm just going to leave this emoji for that. What's your take on Rxjs and React? I used Rxjs once and I was really confused. So I have not used Rxjs since, and therefore I will not teach you how to use Rxjs because I don't know it. I'm not saying yay or nay on Rxjs. That was my experience. Can I bet on that value? The only thing you can bet on is the value is going to be huge. That's what you can bet on. Love that there are interviews with experts. Yes, I love that also, and it's going to be great. Payment options. Yeah, thank you very much. Can I break the surprise? No, I'm not going to break the surprise. Yes, it is ironic that PayPal is not supported, but it makes more sense when you realize that I didn't build the platform. So, but it's coming. It's coming. He lives in a garage. No. This isn't a garage. This is an office. It's a bedroom actually that I've converted into an office. That was just a closet. It's carpeted. Okay. How do tiers work from last courses? Go to testingjavascript.com and you'll see what the tiers are. It's not going to be the same price, but that's kind of how the tiers work. Yeah, Ian and Zach are twins, so they're great people. And any discounts to start with? Yes, huge discount in the first 24 hours. Don't miss it. It's going to be big. Any recommendations to get better at JavaScript? Yes, I have on my blog the JavaScript to know for React. So go give that a run through. And if you see these features, I just got because I posted that 6 hours ago in a different channel. And so it's like, hey, yo, you can't, this is what the bot does when you copy paste something. It'll say, hey, I deleted a message because you posted it and it's a duplicate of this one. So that happens sometimes. Maybe I should exclude myself. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Check this out. There you go. Okay, cool. That's happened to me twice where I copy pasted something in the bots. Like, hey, you can't do that. Okay. So yeah, hopefully that will help you. If you read through that and you're like, I know most of these features and I feel pretty comfortable with them, then you're good to go with EpicReact. If you read that and you're like, ooh, I don't really know what these features are, or what the syntax is, then yeah, you'll probably want to. I mean, you can buy EpicReact now. It's going to be yours forever, but probably don't go through it until you have a pretty solid foundation on JavaScript. Yeah, thank you. You're all nice, answering each other's questions. Thank you. Thanks, Will. Okay, and Noel, I doubt that's actually your name, but I'm going to say it that way, Noel. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be all revealed soon, and it's going to be great. Will the purchase parity users be able to use to download the course content? I actually don't know. I'm not sure what the download story is going to be, because it is so many gigabytes of video. It's a lot. And so I'm not sure. Right now, there is no UI for downloading things. Maybe eventually there will be, but yeah, so yeah, there won't be. So that may be a problem for some folks, and we'll see what we do about that. It's just so much stuff. Maybe I'll send you a flash drive. Just kidding. I'm not sure. It's just so much stuff. I thought I was tripping when I thought they looked like yeah. Okay. Difficulty putting derived state values either on simple variables or on useEffect. Will the course help me figure that out? I think we don't talk about that specifically. There is an exercise. Yeah. I talk about derived state. Yeah, there's a whole exercise where I talk about, sorry, there's just so much content. I have to go through my index. Do I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a whole exercise showing you how to manage derived state. And so I think that answers your question. Hopefully it will help. I expect it will. Are there any style guide for React like Laravel PHP? I don't know what that style guide would be. Yeah, there's nothing like that. Maybe there could be one day, I suppose. Write code like Kent, and here are the rules, I guess, of my style guide. I don't know. Maybe. Can you give info on the segments of the course? Basic, Mediocre, Pro, and what each will include? Not right now. That's part of the surprise for tomorrow. Sorry. Yeah. Expand on what do we miss if we go through the exercises just on GitHub? Yeah. So unfortunately, it is a significant amount of stuff that you'll miss. So if you can't afford it and you go through things on your own, it's great because there's a lot that you can learn on your own. And so that's why I make it available. But you'll miss my explanation, my walking through and talking through the reasoning behind the way that the solution is. It's kind of like seeing the beginning of a chess game and then the end of the chess game with none of the moves in between. So you're missing all of those moves in between. And there's significant value in seeing those moves in between. So yeah, that's what you'd be missing by just going through GitHub. But I mean, it's a nice reference, and hopefully it's helpful. One-time payment. So it's a pretty common question. There's no installment options or anything like that. It's not like a multi-$1,000 thing, but I realize that it is like it's a more expensive thing than lots of. I was about to say alternatives, but there's really nothing like this. But yeah, it is an expensive proposition, so I understand why some people want installments. So what you can do is you can buy a lower tier and then upgrade to the higher tier at the prorated price. So let's just to throw out numbers out there. If let's say the full cost of the course for Pro is $10, and then you get Basic, which is $3, then all you'd have to pay is the remaining $7 to get Pro. That is not; those are not correct numbers. So. Yeah, so that's sort of like you could think of that as an installment plan. The problem with that is you'd get the discounted during the discount, but then when you upgrade, it'll be upgrading to the full price. So you'd probably be better off just to get the full thing in the first 24 hours. Yeah. Exercises corrected. Fixed values, submitting code for review. So we do have code or automated tests that you run through, but it's not like a grading thing where you get an A, B, C, or whatever. On your stuff. So it's the honor system on whether you actually complete stuff the way you're supposed to. You advance from one video to the next or from one subject to the next by clicking a button that says I'm done, and that's how that works. You only get out of it what you put into it. So does the course also handle GraphQL? No, it doesn't, not directly. We do make GraphQL requests, but those are actually created for you in advance. Yeah, so we don't work directly with GraphQL. Most companies are, like the vast majority of companies are using REST. And so that's what we optimize for. GraphQL is cool. It's awesome. But yeah, we're going to be using RESTful backend or REST-like backend. That's very typical to the types of applications that I built at PayPal. We did just use GraphQL at PayPal, though. That was kind of a fun project. Okay, will the release and price parity discount stack? No, there's no discount stacking. You just choose the one that you want. And yes, self-driven. Return policy, 30 or 90 days. Yeah, the other day, the copy said 90 days. That was a typo. It's 30 days. 30-day money-back guarantee. So the only thing that you risk is your time, which you probably would have spent researching 30 other things anyway. So it's a very low risk thing. I suspect you will know how it works if it works. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, some people do take advantage of the 30-day money-back guarantee on testing JavaScript. That does happen occasionally. I am mature enough to understand that my teaching style doesn't jive with everybody, and that's fine. And I'm glad that there are other avenues and resources for people to reach for when my stuff doesn't work for them. So it's all right. And that's why we provide that 30-day money-back guarantee. If I knew that not a single person would need it, then I wouldn't offer it. But I know that some people like that, and that gives you peace of mind and stuff too. The average hours per week someone should look into putting into go along with EpicReact to get the full learning experience, or is it only self-paced? So it's only self-paced, so I'm not going to go through any of these things with you personally. The whole reason that I made EpicReact is because I was giving these workshops and realized that I couldn't teach as many people as I wanted by giving the workshops myself. And so I decided, well, if I give these workshops or record them and prepare them in such a way that there's no value loss, then I can save myself a ton of time and make this more widely available. Because like the website says, each ticket to the workshop is $600 to each one workshop. And we've got 8 workshops, but one of those workshops is actually 4. So the website says it's like $5,000 for all of those workshops. It's actually closer to $7,000 for all the workshops. So I couldn't scale myself. I couldn't reach the people I wanted to reach, and so I recorded it. And so now it's self-paced, but it's affordable relative to what it was just taking the workshops directly from me. So as far as like how fast should you go through it, it really depends on how experienced you are. And but I wouldn't recommend anybody go through more than like 4 hours a day of working on things. You definitely want to take breaks and stuff, but yeah, each workshop is 5 hours with breaks, sometimes a little longer. I wouldn't recommend doing 2 workshops in a single day. That's too much learning for you to retain what you're learning. So I do have the KCD Learning Clubs ideas in here, and you'll find there's a template for creating your Learning Club registration form. And here's this schedule. This is just a suggestion. You can change the schedule however you want. But here's a suggested schedule, and that's a 14-week thing. So if you wanted to do that, then you can do that. How much sleep am I getting? Oh my goodness. Leon? I'm not sure how to say your name. I'm sorry. Tell me, Leon. But I am having a hard time sleeping the last couple of days because I don't have a hard time falling asleep, actually. That normally I had one night where I couldn't fall asleep for a long time. But yeah, so like every day for the last week, I've gotten up 2 hours before my alarm clock, or my kids, who are kind of my alarm clock, and couldn't go back to sleep. And so I just got up. I'm actually quite wiped out. So there's that. How are you going to celebrate the launch? Favorite meals for the kids? Yeah, I don't know. So I'll do something with my family. I am doing the launch party, so you can join us in there. That'll be fun. But yeah, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. I can't wait for this to be over, honestly. It is so much stress. Good stress, but also kind of like, I can't believe this is happening. Okay, so will there be a section for editor pre-setups with dev dependencies? Yeah, so there is a section like that. And I'll just show you the logged in version of the app really quick. Oh yeah, I got to go to /learn. It redirects for you because that's nice. But yeah, so there's a whole section about like, here's how to get things set up, here's your editor, here, yada, yada, yada. All that stuff is right there just to get you on the right foot, because all of these workshops, with the exception of the last one, are basically the same. And so you get set up here and you'll understand how all the other ones work, so you can be as effective as possible. Yes. So yes. Is there a yes? Nope. That's too bad. Thumbs up. There you go. Is it possible to gift EpicReact? Yes, it is. So the way that it works, and it works exactly the same way with testing JavaScript. This is a great question. It shows that you're a thoughtful person. And I'd welcome, I mean, not just because I make money when you do it. So like, take all of what I'm saying with that grain of salt, if you're a cynic like that. But seriously, if you want to do somebody a huge solid and just make them happier than many other things you can do, then you'll go to, you could do this with testing JavaScript too, but you just go to the buying section, you click on this, and you enter in somebody else's email, and that's how you gift it. It's that simple. And someone else's email, your credit card information, and then they'll get an email saying, hey, congratulations, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, you're the best, I love you so much, and it'll make everybody happy. So yes, totally possible to gift it. Maybe we could like mention that, like gift this to somebody, have a separate button, like gift this, and it'll basically do the exact same thing. But yeah, that's how that works. Thanks for asking, Saul, or Sal. That was nice of you. Nice thought. Does the course only cover React? How about connecting with the backend? So we don't talk about the backend, or like creating a backend, but we do have a backend that you will be communicating with. And so the React course is focused 100% on React. We've got an issue. Oh yeah, there's my VS Code setup. Thank you, Rustin, or Rustan, or Rustan. I'm not sure how to say your name. I'm sorry, but I tried. Hopefully one of those things was right. I am anxious. Yes. I might have some rest after the launch tomorrow. I hope so, because if I don't get some rest, then that means maybe something's not going right. Or maybe I'm just too excited I can't rest. I don't know. Live backflip. That's a great idea. Maybe I'll do that during the live stream tomorrow. Thank you for getting your Epic React podcast on Apple. You're welcome. It is not easy to do that. They make it a lot harder than it should be. If it's ours forever, will there be updates to the content over time? Yes, that's the plan. Not a promise, but it's a plan. TestingJavaScript.com is a good example of this. This has been updated already, and I plan on updating it later this year as well. So you'll notice it's updated, includes brand new content. So like later this year, I hope I have time. I want to get it done before Thanksgiving and the Black Friday sale, so we can be like, hey, it's all updated. But I can't make any promises because some of these things are going to require. The problem is that not that it requires like fundamental shifts or changes, but there's just enough that it's awkward to have the old way with the new way. And so I have to re-record a ton of videos. That's just like life with videos. But it is, yeah, so I am planning on getting this updated, and I do plan on updating Epic React as well. Again, that's not a promise, but it is a plan, and I've proven that to be the case. So it's yours forever. You will get the updates for free. You do not have to pay extra for the updates. PPP, include all the bonuses. I'm not sure what the limitations on PPP are going to be. I don't make those decisions, so I'm not sure. I have early access. Okay. Testing JavaScript is a great gift. Yes, thank you. That was nice. Should we watch the interviews before the content? Yeah, you can totally, like, you do it however you want to. Yeah, that's totally cool if you want to do that. Especially if you get it for your teammate, your life gets better too. Yeah, that's actually true. If you have a teammate who's like really struggling with React, it's kind of like you have a teammate who's got like bad body odor. You just gift them deodorant. It's like, here, I don't know, I just found this and thought of you. No reason. It's like, here, have the Epic React course. I really want you to be an Epic React developer. That would be funny. The / is unintentional. That we need to fix that. That's a escaping thing. I think that's Prettier's fault. Epic React using 17. No, not right now. But I could update it all to 17 and there would be 0 changes necessary. So my plan is when 17 is released, then I will update. The plan is actually to keep the workshops updated to the latest dependencies that don't require any changes to the exercises. As soon as a change is required to the exercise, then I will stop updating the dependency and wait until I release, because I don't want the exercises to fundamentally change from what the videos show, because that would be confusing. So yeah, that's the plan, is to just keep the dependencies updated so long as I don't need to change the exercises. And then once I do, then I stop updating it until I can actually re-record. Will the price be fixed for all currencies? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what how that all works. Did I ever try Angular Review? Yeah, sure. I was really heavy into AngularJS, and then when Angular 2 was happening, I traveled to conferences to speak about it and give examples and demos and stuff. And before it was finally released, I was like, I'm done. I'm moving on to React. Vue, I've done Hello World, but Vue didn't change enough from AngularJS that or change the things that I didn't like about AngularJS, and so I haven't pursued it further. How are the interviews? Videos, coding examples, like a podcast? It's more like a conversation, so I would liken it more like a podcast. It's not so much an interview. I don't have like a list of questions. We just are chatting. Really interesting stuff with these people. I think you'll enjoy those for sure. Well, my Discord, yes, your Discord name will be able to get a rocket. So if you try to add a rocket to your nickname right now, it will not work. You'll get a chat in the Talk to Bots channel where the bot will be like, nope, you can't add a rocket to your username until you're added to the EpicReact.Dev role. So once you're in EpicReact, then you can go to this join the KCD Discord, which will allow you to connect your EpicReact account to your Discord account. And at that point, you will be able to add a rocket to your username, which is great. So actually, I do have some people who have early access to EpicReact, and you can identify who those people are by the ones who have a rocket in their username. With the exception of anybody who had a rocket in the username before I added that to the bot. Yeah, so that is, and the rocket will be added automatically. You just click on this, it'll add a rocket to your username. It's kind of fun. We'll do the same thing for testing JavaScript soon too. Thanks, Shara. That's nice. What's the update you have planned for testing JavaScript? So I don't think there will be any new content this time around. There might. I have some ideas, but there will be probably the biggest thing is making sure that all of the content follows the common mistakes with React testing library, this blog post. So just making sure all the content follows these suggestions. The screen export was not added until later, until after the last update. So I'll change everything to use screen, and MSW for mocking the HTTP backend rather than mocking fetch directly. The Cypress had a breaking change. The Cypress testing library had a breaking change that I'll need to. It's not significant. Well, it is significant, but it's not a lot. It's not a huge change, but it is significant. So I need to fix that. Yeah, so that's the things that are coming for testing JavaScript soon. What about Svelte? Svelte is interesting. It's cool. It's still pretty niche. Yeah, it's cool. It's not different enough from React to make me feel like the entire community is going to jump ship from React. So I'm so hyped. Me too. Whoa! Will you include different state management methods? So part of the value proposition to EpicReact is that it doesn't just say, here are all of your options. It actually says, here's what you should do. And so like, let me give you the path to success for 90% of the developers. And if you're like this edge case person, let me show you like what you could explore for that particular edge case. So in the React Performance Workshop, I show you a couple libraries that you can use. I show you Recoil. I'm actually thinking about changing that from Recoil to Jotai because it has better type definitions and it's a community-based project. But yeah, so like I'm not going to say, here, let me show you MobX, let me show you Redux, let me show you Redux Saga, let me show you Redux Thunk, and you decide. No, part of the value proposition is you don't need to make the decision. I've made it for you based on my years of experience. So here you go. Do this and you will be successful. So React changes quickly. Would you continuously update? Yeah, you must have missed that earlier. I said I am going to keep things updated. Excited. Quick question. Any plans to add TypeScript? Yes, it's on my list. I have a list of things that I'm going to add in the future, or at least that's the plan. I mean, I might die. See, this is why I say they're plans, not promises. Like, things could change. But that's the plan, is adding TypeScript, localization, storybook, hopefully remix, actually, I think would be really cool. Yeah, different things like that I am planning on adding in the future. And as far as recommending another course, I don't know of any other courses. I'm sure like there are absolutely other courses about React and TypeScript. I know Egghead has some, but I can't recommend any because I haven't watched any. So, would you recommend to start? Oh yeah, this is a common question. EpicReact or testing JavaScript? Which should I do first? So it depends on how much experience you have. So if you don't have much experience building and shipping products, then don't start with testing JavaScript, because it will be harder for you to relate the things that we're testing with your previous experience because you don't have any. But if you do have experience with shipping products, then from there it kind of depends on like what do you want to learn first, and it really doesn't make a difference which you use first because they're different enough that you're going to be fine. So there's the testing workshop in EpicReact that will reinforce what you learn in testing JavaScript or vice versa. So they will reinforce each other. Yes, don't die. I promise I do everything in my power to keep myself alive. I have a wife and 4 kids and a dog. Okay, so there will be discounts. If you get EpicReact, will it be the same in reverse? Yeah. We don't have anything in the works right now that I'm aware of. I don't think so. So maybe in the future we might do like some bundle deal or something, but yeah, there's nothing like that right now. How do you get the discount for lunch price? Yeah. Thank you, Leon. For React, yep, thank you. It's great having an opinionated course. Yes. Can't hug the entire world on technology. I want to hug the entire world. Here, come here. I'm pretending the microphone is you. No, I'll hug Cody. I'd like to hug the entire world, but no, we are not just going to try and solve everybody's problem. We'll solve 90% of people's problem, and in so doing, we'll prevent 90% of people from spending so much time making decisions that they make wrong ones or they never ship their product. Purchase power parity, yes, will be supported, absolutely. Okay, cool. So this has been fun. I think we're reaching the end of it all. So I'm going to start wrapping things up. If you have any last minute questions, ask them now so I can answer them. But I'll just take you on a rundown of the last couple of things, and then we can move on with our lives. So EpicReact.Dev is awesome. It's going to be so enormously huge and exciting, and you should read all this stuff about it. This tour, you can watch the tour right now, but it's going to be updated soon. So maybe wait for a couple hours. And countdown, it's happening, and it's going to be great. I rewrote an article this morning. I was thinking about this when I was lying in bed this morning. And maybe that's why the example or whatever is me bumping into things in the dark. But anyway, yeah, give that a little read through, and yeah, and definitely check out the podcast. I did get the podcast finally on Google. So it's now on Apple, Spotify, and Google, the 3 biggest, and then everything else pretty much just redistributes from those. And then there's, of course, the RSS feed to add manually yourself if you want. So check that out too, because that's great. Okay, let me see last minute questions. Yes, we will definitely be adding a frequently asked questions for sure. Yeah, I should get a bot for some questions. The price is different. It will be revealed tomorrow. Like PPP, or would X or Y be covered? I'm not sure what that is asking about. Aw, thanks, Elia or Elia. I wish that I could look at a name and know exactly how it's pronounced, but Elia, I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Price is a surprise. Want to buy this, level up my React skills, but it's difficult. Yeah, we do have PPP. 22 hours. What? I'm so excited. Covering recommended style system and file structure. So I do in the building Epic React apps workshop, we do emotion as our styling solution, and it works great. I've built many apps with emotion. The file structure is not explicitly discussed. It kind of evolves, but yeah, I don't know, like the way that I see file structure is organize things by feature, try to keep things as flat as possible. Those are the two rules. And co-location. Yep, 3 rules. There you go. Will you be able to handle large amounts of data from backend with this course? Yeah, so the React Performance workshop will show you how to manage performance and how to fine-tune performance of like large amounts of data for sure. You just said there's no bundles, but the other day you said there's a discount. Yes, so that discount is still happening for 20 hours after you buy Epic React. There will be, if you don't already have testing JavaScript, there will be a special discount for you for testing JavaScript. The question earlier was about the reverse. So if I already have testing JavaScript, will I get a special discount on Epic React? And the answer is yes in the first 24 hours of Epic React. And everybody else gets it too. So yeah. Thank you, Raphael. Yeah, hooray. Thanks. All right. Thanks, everybody. This was a good time. I can't wait for you to see things tomorrow. We still have some surprises to reveal, aside from like the price and tiers and everything. But yeah, I'm excited about that. Yeah, plans adding React Native. No plans right now. I have 0 experience with React Native, so I would not. Well, I mean, I've built a hello world, but I'm not going to teach you how to build a hello world. So, yeah, so no plans there. Okay, this is fun. We'll see y'all tomorrow for the EpicReact.Dev launch party. That'll be fun. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. And we'll see you all in the future. Goodbye.